Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. We are starting the Dokkanfest Super Saiyan God Goku's World Tour off. We're starting in against Red Zone Omega. Let me know down in the comments how you are finding him now that you spent like at least a day with him. And yeah, let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to go down and drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. All the support is very much appreciated. I'm looking forward to this because I really enjoyed using him in his showcase. I think he's probably going to be a very good aging unit. I think at 55% he's great. He has a lot of defensive versatility while still, of course, stacking attack and doing some solid damage. I do still heavily believe that his Super Saiyan form does need dupes if you are going to be keeping it out longer than what I believe is intended, which is bringing it out to finish the event. You're bringing it out as a super move, literally it's an active skill, and then you're keeping the SSJ form around for a maximum of 3 turns for the crit, going for the kill shot. That's what I still believe. I've still got the animations on, I've still got game sound on, which is not something I usually do. I don't play Dokkan with sound on, but considering I'm going to be triggering his active against the Mega, considering his first and final phase are both ints where Goku will have type advantage, I couldn't not have some of the best animations currently in Dokkan, especially the active skill. I couldn't not have that. So we're going to have that on. We do have him on the Year 7 Gods 200% lead, which by the way just keeps getting buffs. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. But right now, no lock, no seal. We're going to get him literally 12. No, we're going to give him 11. We'll go for the 12. 12 key spheres. Not that he really needs it against the Mega, but type advantage. We've now got guaranteed guard. He's also got the 30% extra chance to dodge. He's fully set up against the Mega right now, against the Shadow Dragons. So he will be taking no damage. There's the dodge. There's the second dodge. No third, but of course he's taking 10 damage. I mean, he probably wouldn't have taken anything anyway, considering we do have type advantage. But even if we were to get supered, considering this is the first turn he's going to stack, of course we're going to get the double because they built an additional. At least we have the guard active if we were to be super attacked, which that's where the guard's going to really play a part. Unless, of course, he decides to dodge. There is also that. And there's another dodge. So 3 dodges, double digits on basics. As I said, the first phase, it's going to be a walk for him. The second phase, however, I do want to really just kind of breeze through the first phase, because I want to utilize the 6-turn orb changing we have with him. Considering the second phase, Goku's going to have type disadvantage. So I want to make sure we still have the majority, or at least a few turns worth of his orb changing left, because we're going to need that. We're going to need 6 orbs to hopefully get the guard more often than not. Otherwise, Goku's probably going to be open to a little bit of damage. Of course, he can still dodge. You know, 3 key spheres is very easy to obtain. So he's going to have a 60% chance to dodge pretty much in total anyway. So he's kind of fine on that front, but I don't want to completely rely on just him dodging because, you know, while we, most of the time I said 3 key spheres is easy to get, he could also potentially, you know, not actually dodge, which, you know, if he gets supered, we're probably going to die just because we're kind of flying through as it is. You know, this team has some of the biggest heavy hitters in the game, including Goku himself stacking. So hopefully we can utilize as many turns as possible, so we're getting those 6 key spheres to get the guard against the Omega's second phase, where Goku's gonna have type advantage. He's gonna need it there. He is gonna need it there. Considering this is one of the more shorter phases one of the shorter stages in Red Zone, Goku doesn't have all that much time to build up, which, as I said in the first phase, doesn't really matter because type advantage, stacking, 60% chance to dodge in total. If you're getting 6 key spheres, which is likely because of the orb change of 6 turns, he's also got guard, but the type advantage plays a huge role. Also, the final phase, KO super, all the dodge chance. Probably by that point, no more orb changing, but if he does get 6 key spheres, again, guard. But he would have stacked up by then as probably a solid amount, especially with the guaranteed additional of 6 key spheres. But mainly, again, type advantage will play a huge role. So that is another reason why I kind of want to utilize the orb changing here as much as possible, where he's gonna need it. Funny enough, right now, we actually can't get 6 key spheres, but I am actually going to transform the friend gods. They are rainbowed. Kind of weird seeing the animations for other units. I mainly just want them for Goku. Could you imagine if there was a setting in the game where you could just, you know, choose which units had their animations on? Would that be a good idea? Is that? I mean, I feel like it would help the game flow a little bit quicker while seeing what you want to see. Not that it's that deep, but like right now, I don't really care about theirs. I've seen theirs multiple times. I mean, we still got orb changing. In fact, can we get 6 key spheres anyway? Oh, we can get 7. Where are we up to now? 200k defense. We do have a support memory, but red zone, you're more likely to bring support memories with you. I'm going to use, I do want to see how much he takes, but I think a Whis will probably be a good idea. I'm going to use a Whis. We'll probably spend at least 2-3 turns in this, but we're still going to get the 7 key spheres because God and a Whis. Even if we get supered, we probably won't take that much damage now. That's also another reason why I popped the item, just because the blues and also my gods haven't actually super attacked yet before they get hit. More so the blues, but you know, the gods, my gods, since they're not rainbowed, they don't have the extra stats, don't have the potential of triple supering, can't stack up as quick as the friend gods. The 6 key spheres, we've got the guard, we've got the full blown chance to dodge, we've even got a Whis active. We should be kind of completely fine here. We're going to stack twice before we get hit. We're definitely taking nothing on the basic. That's a given. Guard, Whis. Yeah, we're definitely taking nothing on a basic. I do kind of want to see how much you'll take on a super though. His defense isn't even 300k right now. We're going to get supered? We're not. Unfortunately, it's not often you say that in Dokkan, but unfortunately, we're not supered. We didn't get supered. But then that's kind of the way this God Goku runs. Even with the orb changing, more so when the orb changing runs out after turn 6. If you're not getting the 6 key spheres, he is a little bit more susceptible to risk. That's just naturally how he functions, of course, because of the fact that, you know, guard is such a crucial thing, especially where he's going to have type disadvantage. Like, this is one of his worst setups. It's going to be one of his worst environments, naturally. But let's not forget, that's also a possibility with this Goku. He's going to have bad matchups at some points. A lot of units do. And he's going to have bad key placement on some rotations, which means you may not get the 6 key spheres even with orb changing. Or you may be able to get 6 key spheres, but a unit you don't want to go in slot 1 needs to go in slot 1 so you can get the key placement you need. You know, and you know, that's a bit of a risk in itself. You know, and then sometimes you could do what you just did there, where you can just be like, let me use an item if you're able to, and then just, you know, put someone else in slot 1 and it's kind of okay. Or you can just kind of take the risk in general. But those are the things that will happen with this Goku. He's still very good. Even at 55%, he's still amazing. But those are some of the kind of flaws in his kit that will happen naturally with being a reliant on picking up key spheres in his kit. That's just the stuff that's going to happen. Of course, you're not always going to be able to get his god. That's just naturally stuff that is going to happen along the way that you just can't really help. Just depends on your RNG. Okay. We're not going to transform him yet, just because we don't really need to. We can get 6 key spheres, so I am going to put Goku in slot 1. So Goku's got 269k defense, got 269k defense. We've got the guard. We've got the extra dodge chance, the extra attack and defense. We've got everything we could possibly need for this man to go in slot 1. Defense is in an okay spot. We have been getting guaranteed additionals every turn, but no super. Double digits immediately with the 6 key spheres, which is great. He's even thrown out a dodge. I mean, there we go. And this is one of the better turns that you can utilize with the orb changing, or even if you get 6 key spheres when the orb changing is gone. You get 6 key spheres, he has type disadvantage now, he doesn't even have 300k defense before he hit. And he's taking double digits on basics. This is where this Goku can absolutely flourish, dodge the next attack. Didn't get super though. I really would see how much damage he would have taken from a super while having type disadvantage, but it's okay. He's still performing exceptionally well. And now we're going into the final phase against the Mega, which we have the KO Super, which, you know, we don't have to really worry about Super until the charges happen and the KO comes off. To be fair, just by getting 3 key spheres, we could also, you know, it's very RNG heavy, but we do actually have the possibility. It's not, you know, overly likely, just because you kind of have to plan out and hope for the best of where the super's coming from. But there's also the possibility that God Goku, if you keep him in the God form and don't use his active skill here, which this is a great chance to use his active skill because of the type advantage, you won't have to worry about him that much. Yes, he hasn't stacked to like 500k defense, but against the Mega, having like 300k defense with type advantage, he'll be fine. And that 70% chance to dodge before attacking, again, here because of the type advantage, you can actually utilize that and you won't have to worry about too much from him. But let's not forget as well, God Goku also has the possibility, okay, he also has the possibility of dodging a Mega Shenron's KO Super. Like, it's a possibility. It is a possibility that he could also dodge it if we keep him in God. It's also a possibility he could dodge it while in Super Saiyan if it happens in slot 1, and of course we don't attack with Goku. That is also another possibility. I think it's absolutely rude for a unit to dodge a Mega's KO Super, because the whole point is to kill you. I'm not gonna lie, we kind of joke as if he did actually dodge it, but that is also a possibility. Let's not forget that. This is going to be like a perfect environment for Goku, or for us to actually use Goku's active skill. Because of the type advantage, and we don't have to worry about constant and frequent supers, but he's done really well so far, considering Red Zone's naturally quite shorter, difficult content. You know, Mega Shenron's stages just aren't that long in general. But now's a good time to prop it. I mean, he's just got just over 300k defense. We are going to pop it. I kept the animations on and the sound on purely because this active skill, this set of animations have to probably be some of the best in the game. That's not knocking his intro, by the way. His intro is absolutely majestic. But that is just one of the coldest moments in Dragon Ball to me. Big 6.5 million crit as well. I kind of forgot about the crit. So he's also done massive amounts of damage to Omega as well. He's got almost 350k defense. He should be good here. Of course, now we don't have no guard, nothing like that. But I said at this point, he should be okay. There's one attack before he attacks. We might as well pop their active skill. See, if this was against a Broly, I probably would keep him in God for as long as possible. Keep him stacking. It's a longer event. Can utilize that. Can use that to my advantage. Try and get his 6 key spheres as much as possible. Actually, against Broly, can't utilize the dodge. And I'd probably only use his active skill and transform into Super Saiyan when I'm going for the kill. When I know I'm going to beat Broly. But, yeah, there's one attack before he attacks. So he will have that 70% chance to dodge. He's going to super before he then gets hit, which he does get the 30% defense raise. So with type advantage as well, he's probably... Actually, I say probably. He's definitely going to be okay. Well, what's the link up saying? It's not bad. Super Saiyan coming out, Predator Battle, Fierce Battle. We don't get one of the disables. To be fair, even if we die, I don't really care. Like, I could use a Whis here, but I just want to see how he does without one. But he should be tanking pretty okay here. Yeah, there's the dodge before he attacks. Of course, the damage up, really, you have to dodge? It doesn't matter, there's an additional. Of course, now he's got guaranteed crit. So type advantage, guaranteed crit. I know it's not the highest attack stat, but again, there's guaranteed crit to make up for that, so he does good damage. And then, yeah, double digits on the basic, to be expected, because he has like 400k defense with type advantage. If he was type neutral, he might have taken like 20k on the basic, which isn't too bad, considering he's at 55%. As I said, if this was against Broly, where he can't dodge against Broly's final phase, if I just used his active as soon as he appeared against Broly's final phase, that's something you probably don't want to do. As I said, you want to be using the active skill to utilize and maximize the crit you're going to do on the active skill, the amount of damage Goku can do in total, because he can then crit for 3 turns, of course. You want to utilize that and use it when you know you're going to beat Broly. You don't want to have Super Saiyan Goku out the entirety of like that phase, for example, unless you got dupes in him. That's a different story, because he could have stacked up more. He then can additional a lot more during Super Saiyan. You know, that's why I do say we might die from this, but we've seen enough. Or Gogeta can actually dodge it. Yeah, there you go. You completely disrespect the Mega and dodge it. Oh, that is great. That is great. But yeah, against the Broly, you'd not want to pop that straight away. You would want to know it when you know you're going to beat the event, when you know you're going to get the dub. especially at 55%. Dupes could be a different story, but 55%, you definitely don't want to be having Super Saiyan Goku up for like the whole of that fight. But there we go. His first destination against Omega, that's a KO screen I haven't seen in a while, by the way. He performed exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. I can't wait to see what he does against the other red zone bosses. I'll be really intrigued to see how he does against like Cooler Core, like being so like high damage and so short. And I'll be interested to see how he does against Broly, where I probably won't transform him at all, and see how well he does completely in God. But he done really, really well. I love this unit a lot. I really wish I got dupes, but that God form is just such a versatile defensive unit. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, and peace.